So this is A Supreme signing in once again. Today's date is November 15th, 2020. And as you can see out here, it's been a little flooding going on. It's been raining a lot lately. But it is what it is. It's cleansing. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. I'm cleansing my mind, cleansing my body, of all the toxicity that is infiltrated my temple, so to speak. And today I want to talk to you all about recentering yourselves. This is Red Pill Awareness. The importance of staying centered. You know what I'm saying? I think I may have talked about this one time before. I don't know. But I'd like to go into depth a little bit more. For meditation is something I used to do on a regular basis. And recently I've gone back into meditating, kind of clearing my mind, clearing my thoughts, and letting everything come to the forefront, all the toxicity that I just spoke of a few minutes ago. I just let it all come to the forefront of my mind, my brain, my heart, my soul. That way I can really pick it apart. Not only that, meditation also helps in recentering yourself throughout the day. Most of us don't like stress, although some stress may be good at times. But stress itself is a very harmful aspect of life. It can be, it harms the mind, harms the body. I mean, when you're stressed out and frustrated or angry, you're literally, according to a couple of articles I've read, you're literally releasing chemicals into the body that harm your body. Just do things. And it's also harmful to your mind because it enables you to be able to, it doesn't allow you to be able to think clearly. And that's what I'm all about, thinking clearly, understanding the right path, and having a sober mindset. Sobriety is something that I am, still working on. But this weekend I got to really, really think about some things. Some thoughts really popped into my head. And one of the things, I was having a conversation with my cousin earlier, and he was telling me about how he, at times, he feels frustrated and whatnot, and stressed out, angry, stuff like that. Things that we all go through on a regular basis. And I told him, this is something I'm working on, is just constantly recentering yourself. Because when you are able to step outside the situation and you're able to see that the situation is not always what you claim to be. Like, for instance, somebody might do something to you and you might take it as disrespect, or as a slight to you, but that may have not even been on their minds, It's all about perception, really. I might title this Perception and Recentering Oneself. I don't know. But it's all a matter of perception a lot of times. If we're not able to think clearly, if our thoughts and judgments are clouded by anger, resentment, or just stress, being frustrated with what's going on throughout the day. I ran into a situation not too long ago at work where I found myself getting ready to get frustrated about something, but then I thought to myself, there's nothing you can do about it now. So you might as well just, roll with the punches and let whatever happens happen. And a lot of times in life, that's what we have to do. We have to just sort of roll with the punches and just, go with the flow. You see me, I'm constantly out at this river. And, I'm always talking about the flow. Just the flow of things, Sometimes you do have to go against the current, but most things in life don't require that. It doesn't require force. A lot of times we just have to clear our heads and let calmer heads prevail, as the saying goes. I think I said it right. But mostly it's just back to what I was saying about meditation. It's mostly just about recentering yourself. You have to, when you feel that anger rising up in you, you feel that frustration, feel yourself getting stressed out, you got to stop, hold it, woosah, take a breath, breathe a little bit. And a lot of times what you realize is the situation, a lot of times, it's not as serious as you think it is. But anger and frustration, again, they cloud your judgment. And you have to really, it's something you have to practice every day. Like every morning I wake up, I meditate. I might even say a little prayer every now and then. Throughout the day, I do like a 2-second meditation. It's just something to remind myself to stay focused. And that leads me to a another topic of being focused on what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we are distracted by what we see on TV. As you know, we're going through a little election. You know, some say it's a scam, some say it's not. You know, it's public opinion, basically. But, you know, we get distracted by the things we see on YouTube, you know. And when I say distracted, I mean we waste a lot of time with it, man. We waste a lot of time. It's kind of like watching television. You know what I'm saying? You're not paying attention to what's important in your life because you're so distracted by TV. You're so distracted by relationships with other people that no longer serve you. And it keeps you with the more important things in life. Like, you know, if you're living arrangements up the park, for instance, you know, a lot of times you tired, you come home from work, you don't want to focus on, you know, fixing your living arrangements, or you prefer to hang out with friends, or you know, you just prefer to, you know, get something to drink or just have fun. It's time for some of us, including myself, to really prioritize your lives better. You know, you have to really learn to figure out what's important. And you can't do that if you're stressed out. You can't do that if you're frustrated. You can't do that if you're angry about the past. And when I talk to you, I talk to myself because these are issues that I deal with on a daily basis. And when I put these YouTube videos out, it's kind of like me. A lot of YouTubers aren't going to tell you. They're going to just say, you know, I just did put YouTube videos out just because that's just what I felt like doing. And that's okay if they're doing that. But I believe the point of social media is to be social. So when I put these videos out, it's just like I do kind of want a response because, you know, I want to know. I know there are other people going through things besides me. But it's kind of like me reaching out and just wanting to hear another perspective and whatnot. That's one reason why I put these videos out, just to be honest. And another thing, it's therapy for me, you know. It's very therapeutic. It's like being able to get all your feelings out and channel it into something that is constructive. That's something that you're actually doing. That's why I love doing these videos. And forgive me if I'm all over the place. I'm just trying to be open and honest about, you know, my thoughts, my needs, my desires. You know, just trying to be open with the YouTube public, man. And that takes focus as well, you know, because everybody can't do this. Everybody doesn't even have the heart to do this, to really, you know, open themselves up and be vulnerable because they're dealing with so much toxicity. And that's why it's so important to stay centered. It's so important to, you know, clear your thoughts, clear your mind, and remember what's important in life. That's all, YouTube. This is your boy Ace Supreme. Ace signing out once again.